Welcome to the webinar all about LifeSmarts. I'm Donna Backwinkle. I'm the Director of Services and Education at the South Carolina Department of Consumer Affairs, and I am the State Coordinator for LifeSmarts. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the South Carolina Department of Consumer Affairs and how it can help you in the classroom. We're going to learn all about LifeSmarts, and we're going to take a look at the LifeSmarts website as well. The Department of Consumer Affairs is a state agency. We have about 40 full-time employees with 5 temp or part-timers. The agency head is hired by the Commission on Consumer Affairs, and we have 6 divisions, but today I'm just going to highlight 2 of them. First of all, the Services Division is kind of the division that everyone thinks of when they think of consumer affairs. It's the Complaint Division. We handle about 7,000 written complaints every year, and we close them with an 85% satisfaction rate, meaning we've gotten the consumer what they wanted or we've received a reasonable response from the business. We get more than $1 million in refunds and adjustments for consumers every year. We handle complaints having to do with personal, family, or household goods or services purchased in South Carolina. But there are certain things we cannot handle. So if you have a complaint against another governmental entity, if you bought a car from a friend, so individual versus individual, we cannot handle that, or business versus business, or churches or other nonprofits. If they have issues, unfortunately, we cannot help in that. We have a voluntary mediation process, meaning we send the letters to the businesses and request a response, and then we try and mediate and come to a good conclusion at the end of the complaint. Another important division here is the Public Information Division. They do our outreach and our education. There are fraud alerts and newsletters that are sent out during the year. Also, they coordinate the speaking engagements for the South Carolina Department of Consumer Affairs. We have a YouTube page. We are on Twitter and on Facebook, and I'm going to show you those links in just a minute when we look at our homepage. You can sign up for scam alerts, the press releases, and the newsletters by sending an email to jharris@scconsumer.gov. Again, that's jharris@scconsumer.gov. On our website, we do have a lot of information for teachers, a lot of consumer-related resources for all ages, including teenagers and younger. We have a lot of information about budgeting and saving, and there are many consumer games as well. And we have links to other websites. So just to show you, here's a look at our website. If you want to search complaints and see what's going on, you can look there. Down here, you can connect with us on Facebook and Twitter, as well as YouTube. But what I want to show you today is a little more about the education element. So under consumer information, a lot of information here as well. But under consumer education, you come here and you can either look up specific topics, or you can go to the pages for kids and parents, teachers, or specifically for teens. But here's the information about the teachers, or for the teachers, the information about budgeting. A lot of these have interactive games in it, more budgeting and saving just in general. Jumpstart is a really good link to bookmark. There are a lot of resources contained there as well. But again, the Federal Reserve, the FDIC, all of these have information, resources, and games to make all of the learning fun. Here are some things specifically for the teens. So as you can see, a lot of really good information here at the Department of Consumer Affairs. But what we're here to talk about today is LifeSmarts. It is put on by the National Consumer League, and before we go any further, I want to say it's free. You can go to the website, use it anytime you want, get all of the information out of it, download the information, use it as your own, and all of it is free. Teams for LifeSmarts are usually 4 to 6 students. It can be from a class, it can be from an after-school group, or just a group of students who want to get together to try it out. It is first and foremost a game with a lot of competition, and it's a lot of fun for the students, and it's fun for the teachers as well. It's challenging, and it's a way to learn the things that the kids really need to know going off into the world. Now this year, LifeSmarts is focusing a lot on vocabulary. And it's not just learning the words and the definitions, but putting it into use. So there's a lot of content, concept, and vocabulary-based lesson plans with real-world application. And LifeSmarts isn't just, again, the reading and memorizing and spitting it back, but it's going to promote thinking and discussion among the students. We tackle all the tough issues that the students need to be successful in life after they graduate. So it's consumer rights, the environment, health and safety, technology, and finance. So the kids, again, are learning everything they need to be successful as an adult in the world today. But it is a competition. There's a lot of fun in it. It is educational, though. Very motivating. The kids really get into the competition part of it. And we do have local, state, and national levels that the kids can be part of. Again, I can't stress this enough. There's a lot of vocabulary, and it's putting it in context with real-world learning. There is that competitive element, but it really is life skills. It's the information that the kids need to know. It covers all the bases. Again, the financial literacy and consumer literacy, citizenship and leadership. The kids are going to work as teams, and there will be captains on the team, so it's going to be promoting the citizenship and leadership. It's a lot of problem solving. It's not just memorizing facts and figures, but it's figuring things out. And again, the teamwork and the critical thinking is key also. There is teamwork with LifeSmarts. Again, you can challenge a small group, a club, or a class. It's going to reinforce that financial literacy and provide meaningful consumer information. The kids will have marketplace savvy and confidence as they go out into the world. Now, the LifeSmarts resources are abundant. There are online practice quizzes. Team Smarts is 100 questions that the kids work on as a team. There's LifeSmarts YOU, and that's where you get a lot of the resources for the teachers. There are calendars of the day and vocabulary flashwords as well. And when we talk about the resources, you're going to see that it includes all lesson plans, everything you're going to need to help the students be successful in LifeSmarts and beyond. The competition begins online. Again, it is free. You go to lifesmarts.org to sign up. There are daily quizzes that are 5 questions, just random questions that the kids can answer. Some teachers use this as a project to get the kids into the classroom at the beginning of a class just while they're settling down. They have to do the five questions there. There are many practice quizzes so the kids can get familiar with the way that LifeSmarts asks the questions. And then again, there's Team Smarts, which is 100 questions that the kids work on as a team. And with Team Smarts, they have a chance, if they are the best team in the nation, they get a cash prize at the end of the month. You just form a team. It can be done through FBLA and FCCLA as well. Again, you can use it in the classroom or any other after-school group or any group of students that want to come together within a school or an organization. The LifeSmarts YOU has information about personal finance, health and safety, technology, and fraud awareness. And it not only provides the lesson plans, but other additional resources that you need. And this is something that's open 24/7, 365 days a year. Anytime you can go to LifeSmarts, and the kids can go online at any time of day and get the information. The activities, worksheets, and lesson plans are there. There are many PowerPoint presentations and pre- and post-tests as well that the kids can take. There is a partnership with FBLA. They can earn the cash rewards and represent FBLA at National LifeSmarts. In order to get more information, you can talk with your local FBLA. You can contact me, or you can contact the National LifeSmarts people. And we also have a partnership with FCCLA. Again, they can earn club cash awards, and there will be a team at Nationals this year representing FCCLA. And to get more information, talk to your local FCCLA representative. You can contact me or contact the people at National LifeSmarts. Now, the competition is open already. It opened September 9th, and it will run in South Carolina through February 13th. The South Carolina State competition is going to be held February 27th here in Columbia, and there is a national championship that will be in Seattle, Washington, April 17th through the 20th. South Carolina Consumer Affairs will be able to provide a small stipend to go toward the travel expenses. But without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at LifeSmarts, the website, so you can get a feel for it. This is what you're going to see when you first sign in. Information for the players. Here's some specific information for coaches, especially for new coaches. You can click here, and it's going to talk you through the process of how to get students registered, how you can register, and then what you need to do to be successful with the students. There's also some frequently asked questions. They've tried to anticipate all of the questions you might have. So here's information on how to get the people registered, how to select a captain, if you need to delete people, where you can look up scores, etc. So there's information there. And let me just also point out my information is on the home page. You can always click and send me an email or give me a call if you have any questions. Let's look a little bit at some of the resources, show you some information here. You can look up resources by category, by type, or you can go to LifeSmarts YOU. So if you want to look at the categories, again, these are the topics that LifeSmarts covers. So if you have a question about the environment, you can come here and see question of the day, some podcasts, information there on the environment, a Jeopardy-style game, and then information from the coach's guide. So here you can look at resources by category. If you want a certain type of resource, for example, you're looking for a PowerPoint presentation, podcast or video cast, you can find things here. Let's go back to the home page, though. I want to show you a little bit more on the resources available. If you come down here, we call this Base Camp. This is all of the basic information that you need. LifeSmarts YOU is probably going to be your go-to place for information. Here, again, it's broken down into different categories, and just to give you an example, I want to show you the budgeting category. You're going to teach a lesson on budgeting. You need some information. Here it talks about the goal. Lesson components are here, so it's going to give you a complete lesson plan. Here you can see the objectives, the amount of time the lesson will take, the materials that are provided, discussion questions, and all the information you need in order to provide the budgeting plan. There are PowerPoint notes. You can take a look at. I guess we can't. Just trust me, they're there. Student activities. Information, it gives you, again, all of the instructions that you need to do the lesson. So there are your lesson components. Also, we have the glossary, again, focusing on that all-important vocabulary list. Here's all of the terms that the kids will need when they are doing these lessons. So you can use these as flashcards. There are flashcards available on the website as well. And finally, you can look at additional resources. So if something goes beyond what LifeSmarts has provided, you can find even more information, more resources available for you. The budgeting calculators, information on how to protect yourself, banking questions, payday loan issues. So again, LifeSmarts YOU is going to provide you all of the information you need to help the students be successful. Let's go back to the home page again. We're going to look at other resources. There is a daily quiz. That's where you can find the 5 questions of the day. Other materials, specific information on the FBLA challenge. Team Smarts, we talked about it a little earlier. Again, it's 100 questions that are multiple choice and they focus on one topic. This month is personal finance, and the kids have until October 31st at 11:59 p.m. to finish this. So they can start out now looking at the information about personal finance and then take the quiz at the point they feel comfortable in doing it. And one last thing to show you here, Safety Smart. This is information about the link that they have with the Underwriters Lab and Disney. They have a program that kids can use as their senior project or some other project for going out in the community. Again, it provides all the information that the kids need. There's the lesson for you as the coach. There's information on what the kids need if they're going to be teaching kindergarten through second grade or third and fourth graders. There are videos available. The videos have been done with Disney Studios, and so it's Timon and Pumbaa who are teaching the kids what they need to know to be safety smart. And if the kids are involved in the Safety Smart program, there are other cash prizes that they can win and other scholarships that they can put in for through LifeSmarts. So there's a good senior project already, ready for the kids to take and run. So that's the LifeSmarts website. Again, my name is Donna Backwinkle. You can find my information on the LifeSmarts page, or you can go to consumer.sc.gov and contact me with any questions you have.